Vietnam, only the list, no tea, and the salad.
Thank you.